I don't know about you, but I'm absolutely hyped up for the Model Y Juniper or Model Y 2025. This is actually the car that I want to get. Now, I do own a old 2021 Model Y, which I bought a few years ago, and I'm in need for a massive upgrade. I will actually pay money for this. Very excited for the Model Y, and we got some pretty cool leaks, new renders, and what to expect from the Model Y. And I really do think that this could be the real finalized design. Check this out. This is going to be the latest render of the Model Y Juniper. In the very front, you do see very sleek, futuristic headlights. And these headlights are very similar to the Cybertruck headlights, which is just a massive long strip. And they're also very similar to the latest release of a Cybercab. Now, if you look at the Cybercab, the headlights are almost exactly the same as this Model Y render. I think Tesla is going for this very futuristic, cyber-looking car. And the Model Y is going to have a lot of the DNA from the Cybertruck and the Cybercab. Considering the Cybercab is actually a smaller vehicle, I think just having one massive strip of light just makes it look so much better and makes it look a lot more futuristic. They're saying the wheels are going to look like this, but we don't know exactly what the wheels are going to look like. That is something that has not been leaked, but start expecting a massive long strip of lights and also a facelift for the front. There's going to be two different models. One of them is going to be your standard range model and long range model, and the other one is going to be your performance model, which is going to have a much different front grille. Now, if you look at the back, it's basically a massive light bar, which in my personal opinion looks fantastic. License plate is on the very bottom, which is pretty much the leaks that are coming out from China and what they're saying. You're going to have a slightly sharper tail lights, and just a much cleaner, sharper, and more futuristic design. Now, the sides are not going to change at all, unfortunately, but it's going to retain a decent amount of the original Model Y's DNA, but at the same time, take a lot of elements from the current models that came out, like the Cybertruck and the Cybercab. And here's another render. This is kind of like what the Model Y is going to look like. Personally, I think it looks pretty great. I think it looks pretty cool. And the most coolest parts about the Model Y Juniper 2025 is going to be the tail lights, which I'm sure everyone is going to be drooling over. Here's the thing about the Tesla Model Y 2025. It's probably not going to look like this. I think at first a lot of people were fine with a much more subtle refresh, like the headlights being more similar to the Model 3 and the rear being very similar to the Model 3 refresh as well. If you look at the 2024 Highland Model 3, it has a lot of elements like this. But let me tell you guys, Model Y is one of Tesla's best-selling vehicles and one of the best-selling vehicles in the entire world. They're gonna spice it up. It's not gonna look like this. Personally, I think a refresh that looks like this is gonna be very boring. I want a very exciting, very crazy refresh that looks like this. If the Y looks like this, there are going to be a ton of pre-orders. And plus, there's already been a lot of leaks that came out about a light bar, because there was literally somebody who was testing one of these Model Y prototypes and tore off the covers of the back. I mean, you could even see the dude's face. And the interior is not surprising. You got a massive LED strip. A lot of the interiors are very similar to the new Model 3 refresh, but the back is what really differentiates this Tesla from every other model. This light bar that says Tesla is going to look absolutely fantastic. We could also see the light bar changing colors. People have been saying that this could be one of those light bars you could change it any color you want. And you don't see a license plate anywhere. The license plate is on the very, very bottom. This is what it looks like, and I'm sure some of you guys hate it. Some of you guys love it. But in general, if you look at some of the polls, a lot of people are very excited for the Model Y. Sure, some people were requesting a small, subtle refresh. But like I said, it's Tesla. They're very bold. They like to do things that other car companies don't do. And they're willing to come out with a car that has a light bar on the very back that spells out their company, which I'm all down for. At the end of the day, this is what the Model Y is going to look like. I think 90% to 95% of this render will be the actual real thing. Maybe the front headlights will be slightly different. Maybe the facelift will be slightly different. But I can assure you that the rear is probably 100% gonna look like this, whether you like it or not. So thanks for watching, guys. Comment below. How do you guys feel about the Model Y Juniper? Are you guys ready? Are you guys not? Are you guys excited for this refresh? See you guys later.